What is up, guys? I just a couple days ago I finished World of Light for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and it was really cool. The ending has this really cool surprise that I'm not gonna spoil, but it's actually really fun. It was a lot longer than I was expecting, and it was a little grindy because I just kind of bolted through it in like a couple days. But overall, it was a pretty cool experience. I liked how they added that in there, and how it's very just straightforward on unlocking characters. Because the way the unlocking works is that you can either play Smash like every like 10 minutes of game time, like a challenger will appear. So there's no like special way of unlocking anybody, like how, like in the N64 version, if you want to unlock I think it was Captain Falcon or Ness, you have to like play like the campaign mode, like with 3 stock and like normal mode or something like that. But one huge issue with the game that I wanted to address is when I first actually started playing the game, it was like um it was at a friend's house, day one. I didn't have the copy yet because I ordered it off of Amazon. So I was playing on there, like it was like a 720p Vizio TV, right? And I noticed input lag right when I started playing, and I thought maybe it's a TV, And then when I started playing it at home, I use the GameCube controller, but and the input lag is a lot less with it because it's full on wired. But like the problem is, it's just you can notice it. It's still noticeable. The input lag is a huge issue, and I actually noticed it right off the bat. And it's something that I figured maybe they'll update over time. Hopefully, I don't know, but it's starting to become an issue online. I'm starting to see a lot more articles and complaints from other people that there's input lag, especially if you want this game to be a competitive game. Because like to me, this game is actually really good. It's like if Melee and Smash 4 had a baby, and you have this balanced, not really balanced, but like you have this fast-paced game that just is just a lot of fun. I mean, I wanted to main King K. Rool, but I kind of always feel bad for using him now just because of his super armor. Like, I think King K. Rool is OP. I was not expecting that from a slow character, but he's pretty damn ridiculous. I main Ganon, and I stopped using Ganon after Brawl, even though Brawl, he was pretty damn slow too, but like I was just so prideful of using him that I kept using him. Because Melee was like, he's my boy, Ganondorf. But like in this game, he's actually a lot better, and I actually really like using him in this game. It took me a little bit to like get used to him because I'm not used to smash attacks, especially because they're a little slow. Like you have to kind of like use all your quick jabs, and then just like in the original game, and land in the heavy hits. But the sword kind of threw me off a little bit. But overall, like each character feels great to play, even Jigglypuff, surprisingly. I always hated using all those slow characters like Fox and Sonic. Sorry, not slow characters, fast characters. I hated using fast characters because they're so hard to control, like Captain Falcon, Sonic, all of them in like Brawl and Smash 4. They were kind of like, I don't know, I didn't like using Captain Falcon because when you sprinted and uses his up A, like he kind of like slid across the ground, and I hated that. And then they took that out in this game completely. And like Sonic is actually like some of his move sets are actually really nice now. So like he's actually really fun to play. So a lot of these characters are actually pretty cool to play now, and they fixed a lot of issues that I've had with the game. So I'm actually completely satisfied with it. It's just the only issue is the input lag. Now the online also is just awful. Like you're paying $20 a year, which is really low compared to PlayStation and Xbox. But the problem is, you have this online that has that quality as I guess the Wii, because like the Wii, when Brawl came out, it was the first Smash Bros to have online play. Obviously, the online was free, but Brawl's online was just completely laggy, awful, unplayable, pretty much. And like this one isn't necessarily unplayable, but it's still pretty laggy. Like when I play with friends, the input lag and the lag itself isn't as drastic one on one, especially because I know he has a good network, I have a good network, so we're good. But when you like try to match people randomly online, especially maybe if it matches you if it's globally, it's gonna be bad. And regionally, it depends on who has a good internet, And typically nowadays, everyone does. I mean, you play like games like Call of Duty, Halo, or League of Legends. Oh, League of Legends doesn't really count, but typically everyone's ping is low, and the game functions properly. Or Overwatch. Overwatch is a good example. Overwatch is fun and good because they are up to date with the internet, but Nintendo seems to not be up to date. But the online play and the input lag are the only two things that I think they need to fix. Obviously there are some balancing issues with the game right now, and those also need to be addressed because some characters are just severely like overpowered and underpowered. Now, I mean, there are some ways of getting around like King K. Rool's super armor. Like, obviously, if he's trying to charge you, you don't try to attack him because he'll just bust through it. But so you have to shield or dodge it. But like some of his movesets, like he slams you into the ground and you have to try to escape because you're in the ground now, and then he can just, you know, body slam you or punch you and you'll just die because he's so powerful. I love him. Like, Donkey Kong 64 was one of my favorite games growing up in Donkey Kong Country, and I love that they added him in this game, but I feel unfair playing him all the time, especially because he's just so strong and he just has super armor. And super armor is an interesting choice in this game. It actually makes heavy characters a lot better. A lot of actually the heavy characters, like DDD, Ganon, Bowser, K. Rool, they're all great now. Like, I was not expecting that. I was expecting it to be like a much more of a learning curve, but I'm doing fine with them. It's just, once again, I thought I was horrible at the game. I started getting used to it, so I'm actually getting better at the game, a lot better at the game. But the problem is the input lag, especially with slow characters. The input lag kind of just makes it a little harder to play. Some of the combo videos I've seen online, people are absolutely ridiculous. You know, like, they're actually really freaking good at doing combos. I'm still trying to get used to the game, but like, it's just that's the only issue, and I keep saying that, but yeah. So but yeah, those are my thoughts and reactions. The game's absolutely gorgeous. I love how it runs at 1080p at 60 FPS. I love how it visually looks. I think it's a little too much for the Switch to handle, especially because, like, I don't think, hopefully they'll update it. Nintendo's kind of unpredictable, especially because, like, when Blizzard releases a game, like, you know, there's gonna be patches and updates and downloadable content, and they give you patch notes. Nintendo's kind of like, people don't know if they're gonna update this game or what they're gonna update about this game. They know they're gonna update this game because the game has software updates, but they don't know what they're exactly gonna update, and that is an issue. It's Nintendo. I mean, this is a party game. You kind of want to play it locally with friends anyways, not online, but the input lag isn't online. It actually does it in person too, and I noticed that when I first started playing it, but hopefully they'll fix it. But those are my thoughts and opinions on Smash Bros. Ultimate. I think it's a fun game. I think it's great. 9 out of 10 basically. I didn't think I'd throw a review score out there, but I did. It would be a 10 out of 10 if they fixed those issues, some of those issues. I don't care about the balancing too much, mainly the input lag and the online. Once those are fixed, I'll 10 out of 10, you know, sure. But right now, it's just that. And if you guys liked what I had to say, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, please don't dislike. If you want, you know, it's up to you. So I can't control what you click. So, thanks for watching.